Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are enjoying the summer. The last 3 weeks I had so much going on. I went hiking, slept outdoors, set up my office, and the bunnies had to move. It was truly a lot, but I will start from the beginning. Three months ago, I had rebuilt the old pigsty. My parents once had mini pigs, but now the barn had been empty for a while. I tore away old and broken things and began to build the wall of the barn higher. It should be later for the bunnies, and they can jump higher than a pig. Outside, I had to sow the ground with grass seed. Pigs like to dig and burrow in the soil, so nothing grew out of the ground. The seeds grow beautifully. The bunnies have eaten their current meadow completely empty and covered it with holes. This week, they were finally allowed to move into their new home. My little sisters were here for a visit and had great fun with the move of the bunnies. One of them filmed this special event. The bunnies were skeptical at first, but now they really like it. They can hide in the high grass and dig new holes. It was warm, very warm. The temperatures have risen on some days over 30 degrees Celsius. That was too much for all of us. And because of the rare rains, the risk of forest fires became higher and higher. There is not enough water for nature, so the plants and meadows grows only slowly. In such times, I have to use water carefully. I always look at the fountain to see how much water is still coming, and therefore how sparingly I have to be. At the moment there is not much, but it still comes. But when the temperatures are so high and it doesn't rain for a whole week, the water is always the biggest worry. When it finally rains or thunder in the evening, more water flows again. You cannot imagine how relieved I am when it rains in such times where the water can be so scarce. The rain sounds and the thunder take away all my worries. When the temperatures are this high, it's impossible for me to work outside. So I finally finished setting up my office. I found this great piece of furniture, I don't know what it's called, in the street, and with a little help carried it down here. I clean it up and fill it with some equipment. I think it looks really great. Here I have 2 more pieces of furniture for equipment and other stuff. I want to make something like a charging station out of the small one. I will work on it a bit more and show you when I'm done. I went hiking again. This time 2 days at a stretch with my brother. I have taken with me my little action cam and show you here the most beautiful clips of the 2 days. The landscape was beautiful. We walked from Brienz towards the Grimselpass. The highlight of the hike was the Ahrenschlucht, or Ahren Gorge in English. It was so impressive. We spent the night on a hill in a meadow in the open air. It was beautiful. In the morning when I woke up, I saw the first rays of sunlight shining on the peaks of the Alps. Beautiful. After we packed our bags, we continued our journey towards the Grimselpass. It was so hot that day. The sun was shining directly on us. With the heavy backpacks, it was even more exhausting. We didn't make it to the top, but in the next stage we will arrive on the top of the Grimselpass and continue walking south. The goal is always to get a little further until we have reached Italy on foot. Yes, there is always something going on, but that's what makes me happy. I still have so many ideas that I want to implement. The list of projects is not getting smaller, and sometimes I have the feeling that I can't do it all. I know I can't do more than I'm already doing. That's why I'll just realize one project after the other and constantly find new ones.